Hello guys. So I'm Tytus. I'm running my own little creative agency in Warsaw, Endless, and I will show you some cool. I think that there are the cool ideas around the gaming and advertising campaigns. This is the short agenda. So firstly, we will come through briefly history thing. Then I have three packages of content of the case studies. So it's a branded games, hacking the games, and collaborations between creative agencies and game developers. So some history for beginning. So we are in the 80s, as you can see. I just put an 80s in the one picture phrase in Google, and I think it's pretty dead. So everything changed when the Back to the Future film came out in 1985. The first big movie blockbuster that have super cool product placement, not only as a logo or something, but as a part of the story of the movie and the characters as well. Then, after many years after that, we all know that they produced finally those boots. You can buy them on eBay for $5,000. I don't know what happened with Pepsi, but still pretty cool design. And almost in the same time, in 1983, there was a first branded game. It was a tupper for a Budweiser, and it was pretty easy game that you need to serve the beer and collect the taps. I have some gameplay here. Nostalgic. That was that. So that was the beginning. Then we have a Pepsi. I will tell that there is a Pepsi in this presentation in 2 or 3 times mentioned, and they always, for me, making a weird, creepy things, and I think that is really in their DNA. So the first branded game that they made was just a Pac-Man clone, totally, almost one-to-one Pac-Man. But there is a nice example in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a really nice product placement with Pizza Hut, and I have a really short part of the game. I just cut it in a quick time, but suddenly it's something weird happened. Lax. Then they're eating pizza, no worries. That's one of my favorites. I remember when I bought in 1994, I presume. I bought it as a shareware game. It was made for Colgate in Scandinavia, and it was pretty playable, and you can really play it, and it was pretty cool after all. Just a shooter, double top-faced. Yeah. And then we have another big step. So we coming from the pixel to the full polygonal 3D graphics. And what Pepsi did? Pepsi Man. You need to pay for that game. Like the mechanics from the Temple Run or whatever. So other branded games that are usually using the already existed mechanics. But everything changed in 2000 with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. tons of brands, tons of skaters, tons of musicians, bands involved, and it's totally opened the whole world for the skateboarding. It's open for the punk rock music, the rap, and everything. It was a totally pop culture phenomena, and showed that the game can shift and can construct and deconstruct people's reality of pop culture. And this is the list of the brands that were involved in Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 2. So tons of it. Then when they make a remake of the game, there was even twice as that. So that was like, and it still was a super cool, playable game, not the advertising piece of shit. So, and then after the 2000, I think that every collaboration, every ideas of making some connection between games and advertising went to those three lines, three paths. First, the shortest one for me, and ended with a deadline, is branded games. Because as you've seen what Pepsi did in the middle 80s and then in 90s, it was like taking the one of the mechanics that people like and just branded it and making a Pac-Man as a blue circle, and that's all. And maybe a little bit pumping up the mechanic. So this is one of my projects that we made like maybe 12 years ago for a Tiger energy drink, and yeah, let's go through that. And but still, I think that is really a short path, the branded games, and all the three examples that you will see are all like pretty lame, I would say. But yeah,
this is
let's
Adrian,
see.
a father of two, professional mover from Poland, and the first regular guy to have his life adapted into a video game. Tiger Energy Drink presents Game Is Not Over, an online gaming platform turning people's lives into video games. We asked Tiger fans to describe their own individual quests, characters, scores, and stats for their chance to win a personalized arcade machine with a custom-made game about their own life. Like this one about Adrian, featuring his job, his family, his own voice as sound effects, and even his cat allergy. Or the story of this med school student and his amazing beard, shooting organs from his anatomy exam in the quest for graduation. Or the a Dance 'em Up arcade about this kawaii fan and her epic night out. Dancing her way through the wild crowd of party animals. And then there's Deadline, a corporate spaceflight simulator about an overworked intern versus the hostile invasion of PowerPoint charts. Explosions. Whatever your game is, when you lose all your energy, Tiger is there to get you right back to it. The surreal content led to pretty surreal results. In just 3 weeks, the online version of the games got over 1 million hits, generating over 12,000 hours of brand interaction. But the game is not over yet.
So we took like this 8 or 16 pixel art direction. We chose like some super simple mechanics, and we made like pure and lame games. But still, the idea was behind it. The idea was that everyone can become a hero in a game, and it's gonna be a game about his life. So if you want to make something in advertising with the branded games, we always wanted to make something behind it, some story that elevates the mechanics that we all know on a higher level. And there's a second example of the campaign that we made for McDonald's, and there is another twist. There are super simple games, but it's for 2 for you meals, so you can combine burger and fries or Coke. So we made a bunch of super small mobile games, but the thing is that you're playing 2 of those games simultaneously at one time.
Product games can be fun. For example, Hamburger Fever, Cheese Ninja, and Chicken Defense. But with the average millennial attention span being shorter than your average goldfish, it's simply not enough. Introducing 2 for You the Games. Combine your 2 favorite product games and for the first time, play them at the same time, like Cheese Ninja and Drink Dart, or Hamburger Fever and Frykanoid, or Rapid and Frykanoid. Even the music mixes together. The point is, you score points. The more points you score, the higher your ranking. For the first time in branded gaming, user experience directly translates the very concept of the product. With 2 for You in McDonald's, you can combine 2 of your favorite products for a promo combo price. Two for You the Games. Thanks for watching.
So, and it was like 10 years ago, but now it's gonna be the last example for the branded games, and it's from this year, so you will see why that path have dead end, and the idea is what you can make because of the time, because of the timelines that you work versus the timelines of game dev that are like 10 times longer. Impatient clients and the products that are not new in the next 1 or 2 months. So we have like a month, maybe 2 months to develop small games. So we put the whole idea behind the game to elevate it. So it was like 10 years ago, but then suddenly last year there is another Pac-Man combination for Oreo.
Last year, we focused on gamers. This year, we turned everybody into a gamer because, you know, it's all about playfulness. Oreo and Pac-Man present #Chase Playfulness. Tapping into the global trend of casual gaming with crazy numbers of downloads, we partnered up with this guy, Pac-Man. But does Pac-Man really have to live inside an arcade machine, running the same mazes again and again and again? Nah, we set it free and gave it completely new mazes and changed the game by turning cookies into the game. This is how it worked. Oreo launched Special Pac-Man embossed cookies by scanning them. People activated customized Oreo Pac-Man mazes with multiple levels per cookie and the chance to win big. We kicked off the chase with a cross-channel experience while chasing high scores, escaping ghosts. People went truly ballistic.
Oh my God, they did it! They actually did it! Bro,
That's so cool.
Yeah, there they all are. 6 different designs. You got Pac-Man the fruit.
Nice. Since it all started only 2 weeks ago, numbers are still counting. And of course, it looks quite promising. Levels completed.
that is awesome!
Minutes played.
All right.
Impressions.
Nice.
Mum's life could not get any better.
Wow.
Don't chat to me unless you've got Pac-Man or his pudding.
All right. Oreo and Pac-Man. #Chase Playfulness. Consumer engagement on a new level.
So year after year, the brands are making some branded games and making them like with a bigger budget, maybe a little bit better crafted. They made it on a packages, as you can see on this example, but still there are old simple mechanics because of the development time. So that's the one path that I think is like, yes, if you have not enough time, the best way is just to use some mechanics that people already knew and try to build something something around, some storytelling about the brand. The second path is hacking the games, and this is the most common one because you don't need to ask anyone for the permission. So it's pretty creative, and as you will see, there are the most creative examples in that part. So we will start with Red Dead Redemption 2 and the Burger King.
If you live in a certain part of the world, Red Dead Redemption 2 will actually feed you.
They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Yes! Get the job done! Here we go. Unlocked.
Burger King hat einen Partnervertrag mit Rockstar.
You gotta boot up Red Dead Redemption, we need that burger chat.
Mechanics were pretty easy using in-game mechanics. All you need to do is collect the 4 items that are needed to prepare a proper burger, and then collect the real Whopper in a Burger King rest. The next one is one of the classics. It won a Grand Prix in biggest advertising festival. Now the advertising and creativity festival in Cannes. I was pleased to be at the jury that we gave that idea and Grand Prix. And it's for Wendy. I think that the fast foods are one of those brands that you can always find the spot or the elements in almost every game. It's super common brands, everyone using them and know them, so you can use the mechanics on every existing game to do something with fast food, one of the fast food chains. But the next idea is how the fast food changed the game itself. It's for Wendy's. The main headline is that they don't use they only use the fresh beef. They don't have fridges.
Let's now talk Fortnite, shall we? It's the newest video game craze, spreading fast among kids, college kids, even celebrities.
Fortnite has taken over the gaming world, becoming the most streamed game on Twitch ever. So when Fortnite announced a new event called Food Fight between Team Pizza and Team Burger, Wendy saw an organic weigh-in. We found out Team Burger stored their beef in freezers. And Wendy's doesn't do frozen beef. So we got on Twitch, chose a character with red hair and pigtails, dropped into the game, and instead of killing other players, we started destroying burger freezers. Again and again and again, for 9 hours straight. We also declared our mission on Twitter, inviting hundreds of thousands of gamers to Twitch to not only watch us, but join our squad and play with us. And soon other players stopped killing each other and started killing burger freezers with us.
Wendy's, dude, let's go!
Top Twitch streamers took notice.
I saw a Wendy's stream over here, dude.
Oh, you smacking the burgers, freezers?
This shit's lit. This kind of stuff keeps the game fresh.
News outlets were talking about it. Even Twitch posted a highlight reel of Wendy's best freezer kills. But most importantly, the game developers removed the freezers from every burger restaurant, meaning Wendy's had rid Fortnite of frozen beef forever.
So the funny thing is that even we can call it hacking or whatever, is more like using the native elements of the game, but still I don't heard about the situation that the game developer was like pretty angry about the campaigns, because all of them after that they are made for the third companies like Wendy's, Burger King or whatever, still making a new wave of word of mouth viral campaigns for the game itself. They are more cool, more like they are on the first pages of newspapers. So it's like a win-win situation. Another example.
These were games.
Sorry. So then we have another example for Heinz. What Heinz made in for the gamers, and it's pretty cool. The inside was totally taken from the gamers' word itself.
These were games back then. Slow, simple, chill. And if needed, we just hit the pause button. These are games now. Fast-paced, complex, professional, and no pause button. When do these people even eat? They don't. Because if you bite, you die. Bite, die.
Oh my God!
Bite, die. No! See? So Heinz teamed up with Call of Duty, the #1 game in the world, to figure out the best spots to snack safely on their brand new map, and leaked it to top influencers from around the world. Using burger wraps. This is Heinz Hidden Spots.
Now this is hidden.
I'm gonna kick back and dig into my burger.
Perfect spot. We got the nice view. We can eat our burger in peace. No one will find us here. Who would think to find us over here?
O negócio que envolve o lanche aqui é o mapa, velho.
Effectuer ce kill si je n'avais pas eu mon ketchup Heinz.
Heinz ketchup is giving us energy.
Hidden spot, eat a chip.
In only a few hours, the gaming community got hungry for more, and hundreds of spots were mapped out organically, not only in Call of Duty's new map, but also in other blockbuster games.
It's the most secret spot on the map. You can actually enter these walls.
Espérate, tengo que morder mi hamburguesa en el hidden spot. ¡Ah! ¡Teníamos!
Fast to high, soldier. Hunger terminated.
Mission accomplished, soldier. Heinz Hidden Spots. Eat burgers, not bullets.
Let me eat my burger in peace!
So funny insight, like used for eating in peace. Now that there's another element involved. So the YouTubers or gamers or whatever we name them, but this is a natural connection, the triangle that the marketers or creative agencies do. So we have a top game. We have we have a brand. We're finding inside. We're finding a product for the gamers. And then we make some kind of inception of it using the gamers, the Twitch. They are our media. So the next example is another campaign made by me and my colleagues in Ogilvy. It was made for Greenpeace when we had the problems in Białowieża forest. And we made some kind of hacking and we messed with the biggest, because we messed with Minecraft. But suddenly, after 2 weeks, the Minecraft and Mojang themselves shared the idea on their social media. So let's see the case study of that campaign.
Przenieśliście Puszczę Białowieską do rzeczywistości wirtualnej. Mam nadzieję, że nie na stałe.
So the funny thing was that the Danish people had blasted. There was a pretty nice family in Denmark, 3 generations of people living in the countryside, and they are all making the Minecraft maps for living. So the primeval forest, Białowieża forest, the digital version of it was made in Denmark, by the way. And the next one is the last one, I think, from that hacking, let's say, path is a super cool idea for Burger King for the world's and the smallest football club in Britain. But I totally love it. It's like that's the power of the idea, and this is what I'm looking every day. In between the gaming and advertising. Kaszanka.
Confused? Let me take you back a few steps. You haven't heard of Stevenage Football Club, right? Well, neither had we. But we realized that even though they're at the bottom of England's 4th division, they were going to appear in the same video game that all the expensive players were going to be in. And that's when, almost 2 years ago, we decided to sponsor Stevenage. Because if we put our logo on their real shirt, we would definitely have our logo in the game. Introducing the Stevenage Challenge. Gamers across the world immediately started choosing Stevenage, signing the best players to our team and playing with them. For every goal they shared on Twitter, we gave them rewards. The news took the gaming community by storm.
One of the best kids in the game, the Stevenage, they have Burger King as their sponsor.
Oh, Lawrence. Oh my God, football food. What could possibly be better?
Il est trop beau, les gars, Smith!
Just like that, our small team in real life turned into the biggest team online. So, gamers chose the best players in the world to play for Stevenage.
It's not every night. This comes on.
BK Sports. It's in the flame.
The small ideas for Burger King. There was a few years ago. They made only one tweet when Kanye West wrote on Twitter, now known as X, that the McDonald's is the best restaurant in the world. They have only one sentence for the comment, explains a lot. That was like, and it was like, and Pizza Hut have the best constant tournament on Facebook. I think it's live for 10 years now, because 10 years ago they made the post on Facebook that put your name, put the name of your cities in a comment, and in the last one we will put the next KFC restaurant. So every time that there is another city, someone is putting another city to be the last one, and it's like now we have like 3 or 4 million comments. So sometimes even the small ideas can be a game changers. And the third path is like official collaboration between game developers, marketing department of game dev, and creative agencies, and another brands. And now when we ended that second part with the FIFA, rest in peace after all. So there is another one made in FIFA for Disney and a series.
Yeah, it was all Coach Lasso. Yeah, he sat us down and was like, look, bruv, you all playing like shit. You know, you need to play less shit.
This week, EA Sports announced the fictional football club is headed to the next edition of FIFA. I mean, next level.
The official Ted Lasso Twitter account posted this just the other day.
He's a great manager and an even better man. And if you tell him I said that, I will brain you.
EA Sports. I'm in the game. Oh, did I sound like the guy?
Yeah, you sounded like the guy, Ted.
How nuts is this? He's actually in the game.
Might be the most perfect crossover to ever exist.
It makes me want to buy the game.
FIFA 23 features the entire cast of Ted Lasso.
El Richmond.
And I fucking love it. Ted Lasso, FIFA, yeah!
Yeah, and that's another thing that if you as a creative agency or as a brand doing something with a big game title, you use it as a medium. So if you're working at the side of the creative agency, you have a budget for do the creative part and budget for media. And when you're using one of those games as a media, after all the gamers on YouTube or Twitch as a media, so you can put double budget on making it in a more creative way, not only buying some shitty ads on Google or whatever, and 6-second ads on YouTube. So next example, it's if you've been here for that keynote from CD Projekt for Cyberpunk, they just mentioned there some painting the word in yellow or whatever thing. But I prepared one of the case studies, one of the ideas that they made together with the brand with Samsung to make another peak in marketing communication for the game.
After 10 years in the making, the most hyped game of all time is about to launch.
Oh my gosh.
Title super exciting.
Damn Cyberpunk 2077.
Welcome. Here.
So to get Cyberpunk fans to upgrade to a Samsung TV,
Check this out.
we created a one-off Cyberpunk 2077 QLED, locked it in a high-tech shipping container, and dared gamers to hack into it. We called it the QLED code. We hid clues to the container's location all over the internet and encrypted them with binary, Morse code, Braille, Base 64, and audio steganography. Yes, audio steganography. But if they thought the container was hard to find,
What does the YouTube mean?
they still had to crack it. In front of hundreds of thousands of people, live on Twitch.
Welcome, gamers.
All right, it's go time.
Okay, here we go.
As the clock ticked down, the hacking got intense. And when the winner finally broke through the container's defenses, gamers lost their minds. And the world took notice. They got close to 1 million views on Twitch and reached millions more online. Gamers were so into the QLED code, they formed communities, designed t-shirts, and got genuinely sad when it was over. We found a way to break through gamers' defenses.
Amazing.
It's been a blast.
And they repaid us by buying a lot of Samsung TVs.
Of the common ideas or common mechanics, but still, if it's executed well, it can be really dope and insane, as we can read in a case study. And now there's another example. I put it in a presentation because it's using one of the oldest mediums, so the OOH, the City Light, but in a totally new way, to promote one of the Tomb Raider's parts and the Xbox.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Survival Billboard.
Pretty nervous.
I'm ready.
The pain is only temporary. Glory lasts forever.
You have the power. You can vote at survivalbillboard.com. And you voted for snow. This is the start of the true endurance test.
I'm getting so angry at this rain.
It's sadistic, but I like it.
Let us know what you're thinking. Keep chatting to us on Twitch.
They will be suffering from genuine fatigue at this point.
I underestimated the challenge. That's it. I'm done.
Goodness knows how they're managing it.
I'm gonna call it quits here.
They have been up there for an incredible amount of time. Our contestants have been through the elements.
Yeah, so pretty cool outdoor. And now there is the last one, the last example, but just after that presentation, we will start with my colleague Anya and some other friends, pretty cool gaming and advertising marketing jam session, and then after that Anya will have another keynote about the best campaigns to promote the games from all over the world. So if you are interested, you can stay with us for another 2 hours. And so now the last one, it's pretty like funny, and what you can do about the storytelling and some nostalgia of gamers. That's the campaign made for the 10th anniversary of Clash of Titans game.
Clash of Clans was celebrating its 10th anniversary. With 300 million daily players after 10 years, it's one of the most successful mobile games in the world. But gamers love games with history and lore. Clash didn't have that kind of story, so we made one up. Instead of celebrating our 10th anniversary, we celebrated our 40th and made the internet believe that Clash had existed since the 80s. The campaign started with an incredibly detailed documentary about 40 years of made-up history.
My name is Leo. I've been documenting Clash for 40 years. Yeah, 40 years.
To be clear, he's making that up. And we went to every length imaginable to make sure our made-up history felt as believable as possible.
An arcade
Clash Mania is taking the world by storm.
For each decade, we built an entirely made-up visual world. To deepen the storytelling of our documentary, we made 3 unique games that would have existed in their respective eras. An 80s arcade platformer, a 90s racer, and a 2000s open-world RPG. The games followed the arc of our stories, so when our fake founders had a falling out, the game reflected that with bugs and glitches. Power-ups were made into real products available for purchase, and the games were released in the Clash app so that our 300 million daily players could replay them. We reissued products that would have existed in our past that you could also buy. On social, we staged a Reddit AMA with one of the fake founders from our documentary and took the Clash community on a fictional walk down memory lane. We hit #1 on YouTube. The serial sold out, and brand lift amongst the game's fans was higher than we'd ever seen before. Why do we recreate 40 years of fake history? Because our fans don't just love a game, they love the game's universe. So we invented a bigger one.
A beautifully crafted campaign that uses all the graphics, designs from all the 4 decades. Pretty nice and cool work. So if you have any questions, ideas, or maybe you need help, that's my email and that's the mic. And if you want to download that presentation, that's the one QR code on another one. So you can download it. If you have any questions, you have a mic, you have an email as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much for these exciting presentations.